Well, I woke up to sunshine when I opened the curtain. I went to bed last night. When I got in bed, I was knackered. And went to watch a video. Thought, let's just check my messages and emails and that. Dramas. Right. There was only one message there, but it was dramas. Right. I thought, what the fuck? Started getting angry. And I couldn't get to sleep at all. So, posted the video last night. I've been told it's not him. It's not the person I thought it was. Right. So I haven't blocked him yet. But I put a warning that I was going to be blocking someone, and I was told in no uncertain terms, no, it's not him. I thought, right, okay. Because I meant it. I thought an act of kindness was being used against me there. It's all shit, which I don't tolerate at all. So, yeah, my first coffee. Just had my antidepressants. Don't want to wake up in a negative mood, so I've already had a call this morning explaining it. And I thought, right, okay, so someone's causing fucking problems within the family again. Using anything to get at someone. Right? I fucking hate narcissistic cunts. I want this shut down. I want it to, I want it sorted. So I don't know who it is. We're going to have a look through the situation. He said, yeah, I know you spoke to Cole, to someone the other night. So it's not him. As I thought it was. It's, just woken up. I'm just having my first sip of coffee, But these are my electronic diaries. I don't have to censor them for anyone. Because someone's using them to cause shit in my life that's affecting me. That's not why I make videos. These are my electronic diaries. I'm disabled. I'm ill. I won't live to full age. Right? That's why they're electronic diaries, in case there's any questions that people need answers from the way I live my life. So nobody can look back and say, well, he did this, he did that, he was this, he was that. Fuck off. That's why I'm doing this. I don't care about fucking stupid opinions. I don't care about people saying, well, he said this, he said that. It's on that video. If you can't be fucking grown up enough to watch a video without causing shit, don't watch it. It's female dramas that is causing. And it's females that are doing the drama. How are you dogs anyway? Disturb my state of peace and love in the morning. Aye, They started as soon as I fucking opened my eyes this morning. I hadn't even got my coffee down a minute. Hey, I've done everything properly. That's why I was discussing it all. Because I'm not being taken to court, set up again, and ended up in prison. That's why I did it this way. And I've logged it this way. So, pretty obvious. How I ended up in prison when someone was giving the probation officer the ammo to use against me, isn't it? Because it's always, when it happens in my life, it always comes from a female's hand like that. Yeah, I've actually said I'm not going to prison because of an act of kindness taking on 2 dogs. If the person's causing shit, she needs to shut her mouth. And there's one reason I'm saying that. Well, where did I get the dogs? Where did I get the dogs? So shut your mouth. Because that implicates your family. It will be your family that gets in trouble. That's why I've recorded it all as proof. So however you get an access to my videos to use as fucking ammo against my own family, shut your fucking mouth and behave yourself, woman. I'm talking directly to the shit stirrer now. It was your child that brought those dogs to me. So shut your mouth. Don't call shit in my life. Having a strike against his name would fuck up his life, wouldn't it? So shut your fucking mouth, woman. I haven't named you, but I will do if you fucking carry on. Because it's vindictive and it's always aimed at my son. So he can't have a happy life with his family, his branch of the family. Right, now back to happy things again, because I'm not going to be dwelling on all that all the rest of the day, because it was put back in my head by someone as soon as I fucking woke up. I hadn't even had my coffee and my antidepressant, so that's all I've got to say on the matter. Shut your mouth, woman. Don't cause problems in my life. I don't know how you get into the videos. Might have to change the settings on my YouTube account. You can't be watching them for a friend because I don't have any mutual friends of yours on my Facebook list. So you ain't getting into it that way either. Yeah. Something popped in my mind as well last night. I thought, hang on a minute. Something to do with that aftershave that I was showing, because I had a bit of junk mail that was put through my door yesterday. And I actually saw the guy that posted it in there because I checked because it made the dogs bark. And yes, I woke up to a poop and a pee right down by the front door this morning. Because the dogs was barking this morning at something that was happening outside the front of the building. But there's been no post posted through my door, so it wasn't the postman. So it's something that's happening outside the building. It's not making that gurgling sound now. I've shut the air vent, so it's definitely in that. Yeah, so like I said, I saw I was being videoed while it was pissing hard with rain last night when I took the dogs out for the last time. So I recorded proof that I'm being videoed in the garden when I'm letting the dogs out for a crap. You can tell if it's on green light or red light. And when I see it actually blinking, that's definitely active camera. So again, I mouthed. Once I pointed the torch at the floor without pointing it at the camera that time, I mouthed again for his infrared camera. Don't worry. So I'm logging that as well, because I'm noticing I'm being recorded out in the garden with my dogs when I'm not turning on the security light and just using the torch light, because we haven't had much sunlight, so it's not charging up the solar panel as much, is it? So it only comes on really fucking dimly, and then I have to use the torch to see what the fucking dogs are doing. Right? Sorry about my swearing this morning, but I got woke up in a funny mood this morning, so I'm just trying to wake up properly now and get back to my normal thingamybobs. Otherwise it's going to come across as fucking, you know what I mean. But we all get dramas in life. My boiler. Let me just show you, because you know I've got gas on my meter. I'm using it for cooking. Well, you know that. So let me just show you what the problem is with my boiler. But I will be. Yeah, it's all cleaned up instantly. Wait a minute, Hulkster. Wait a minute, I'm not getting up yet, mate. I'm just having me a cup of coffee. Bit of washing up to do. Nothing serious. Dog shit bags for when I go out and clean the garden up. All this is being cleaned out anyway, because I'm putting the freezers in the fucking bedroom. Let me just show you. Click it full left to reignite the boiler, yeah? Let me just turn the hot tap on. There's gas, plenty of gas on the meter, so I don't have to worry about that. It's not igniting the boiler and warming up the water. It's not doing nothing with the central heating. It's still on the green water pressure. You see what I mean? So that's telling me it's the water sensor that's always going in them. But they came round and done their little gas safety check, didn't they? Had to have access to the boiler because they're getting kickback contracts for new boilers off the government at the moment. So they're advising people, like you heard the Cross Keys stock inspection man say, well, I'd advise you to get a new boiler, blah, blah, blah. Then they come round, do an inspection, and your boiler suddenly starts fucking about when there was nothing wrong with it at all. Oh, that's why I talked about that, because same things came up in the in another live. Right? So there's no point in me phoning the landlords to come out and check the thing, is there? Yeah, until I've got enough gas for my central heating and blah de blah de blah. At the moment, I've got enough gas for cooking with, so I'm happy with that, and I can wait until I get the central heating on. There's no central heating or radiator in here. I've slept with the doors open. I'm sitting here in a vest. Right. No radiators, no condensation on the window this morning. No snow outside either. That said, that means the outside temperature is the same as the inside temperature, because there's no condensation. Correct? And that's with 3 in here, but with the doors open so the air can circulate. When it was really cold, I had to bring them all in here and shut the door. And is that a passenger plane or military? Because I can't go on my laptop and check now, can I? Using the flight radar to monitor the airspace above my head. Because, like I said, someone's been busy. And I came back to a broken laptop screen with the door locked, so it had nothing to do with the dogs getting in that room. And then last night I found the catch, because it's very tight and you have to manipulate it to get it into the catch hole. Yeah. If you're rushing and that, you're going to slice the top of your finger, where it's only a cheap one, until I get a proper version. And I always check that it's in there properly. So I found that on the floor yesterday as well. As well as the... See, that's my little OCD things. I like things tightened up properly so they don't fall out. Yeah, I might sort of pick something up, put something down again, and then pick it up again the second time and think, that's where I'm trying to stay focused and that. And I'm desperately trying to keep things focused while I'm on these antidepressants and that. So I do get a little bit like that sometimes. But I'm not genuinely or naturally a OCD person. But it does come out every now and then when I'm trying to focus. And I'm really trying hard to focus, you know what I mean? So that's why I found that on the floor. Wasn't the dogs bouncing against the door trying to get in there. It wasn't loose all the time I've been using it, because if I notice it come loose, I tighten it up and then I over tighten it a little bit so it doesn't come back out. Let's put that air vent in, I'm always chugging on it like that. Yeah, so it feels like I've got oil in the air filter. So I can feel the oil on my hand. Where's that coming out of there? Is it leaking? Yeah, Yeah, it's coming out of the fucking filter, isn't it? Someone been fucking about with my vape as well. I can't get it done because it's by me all the time. Yeah, I can't hear the gurgling now. I think it's where I fill the vape right to the top sometimes, and somehow it gets into the thingy. Not sure how. But sometimes when your coil's starting to go, it doesn't burn all the stuff in the chamber. And then it'll let through more oil and more oil. So it could be that. It could be the coil going. But I can feel the nicotine around that bit. So it's blowing out of the thingy. And I don't blow into vapes unless it's a vent blocked or something. But you don't have to do that with these ones because they're not like the stick ones. But if you've got them full right up, you're vaping at an angle, obviously that's going to come out of somewhere and go somewhere, innit? So it's either going to be drunk out of that end, or it's going to get down in there somehow. Yeah? So there's no vape juice on the actual bowl. Oh yes, there is on that bit. I feel it's slightly on there. So could it be the seal at the top? In that bit. Let's just have a look at that a minute. Because I thought I saw daylight in between the plastic and the top. Just focus on that a little bit. Yeah, I can definitely see. Maybe it's that then. Maybe that's how it's coming out. Let's try and tighten that a little bit. The mind boggles. I'm not going to worry about it, but it's taking my mind off of the other stuff, what's going on in it. Which is good. It means my mind's starting to focus on something else now, rather than stay on that subject. So we'll let that go for now until I see my son. A bit of casserole. But yeah, there you go. A narcissist who controls things is causing problems in someone's life to control the children. And it's not me doing it. But it's starting to cause problems, and it's got to be nipped in the bud. Not having that. I've already fucked one narcissistic woman out of my life, and I have no contact with her now. And that was my own family member. Put up with it for years and years and years, all through my life. And I finally, when my dad died, I finally stood up and said, no, I'm not having this no more. I know exactly what you did. Then you fucking went all selfish on me, being disrespectful when I actually needed to talk to someone about my dad. So for that reason, that was the final straw. I fucked her off out of my life, and I haven't spoken to her since. And it's been over a year now. Yeah, there was no point in her sending me a Christmas card or anything. She didn't get one. I didn't send anyone any Christmas cards. Someone fucked up my Christmases and made me think of Christmases negative by putting me in prison. To affect my dad's health further. All part of that setup, wasn't it? So that's why I don't have nothing to do with the belief side of it now, because it's all coming through that religion. That's the thing that connects the civil servants to the system, and the local MPs and everything go to which building? The one where I was set up outside at the post office. They all go to that little building with the cockerel on the steeple. As heads of their community, don't they? So that's what unites all those people in the system. Remember the Crash lyric? School, army, church, corporation deal. And the Crown's the head of it, who owns the courts and the system through his agents, the Crown government. So it's not all symbolic and blah-de-blah-de-blah, because he has the power to sack the government, who are absolutely taking the piss out of his countrymen that he's sovereign protector of only, not ruler. Because the people are sovereign and we are ruled by none. So if anyone attempts to rule us, that's when the lions wake up, and we're all starting to wake up. Trust me on that, because there's so much divide and rule going on. Overtaxing, blah, 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 war, death. But the king did say, I think we're very good at fighting. So I think we should be exporting fighting men. Oh, really? So, what's happening now? They're letting in a fighting age army to replace the bulldog breed, who will not fight to defend them now, because they've turned on the bulldog breed for extermination. But they're using the dogs first before they do it to the humans. Got it now. So, yeah. Keep your little shit job, woman. Watch your mouth. If you're watching this video, I've got no problem with your daughter. I think she's quite a nice lady, and she's having problems coming through the same place. Because someone's being a narcissist, aren't they, to control the children by creating the problems in the family to do it. So be very careful, because you've been exposed now for interfering in my life when you had no right to do anything like that with any of my children. Be very careful now, because you've been exposed as a narcissist and narcissistic behaviour. We get to the bottom of who's passing the videos over or whatever. Or, I saw this video the other day. We'll get to the bottom of all that as well. Right. Like I said, I don't tolerate narcissism at all because I've had to put up with that all my life from a very controlling mother. So because she wouldn't stop that, she was kicked out of my life. I don't have anything to do with her now because of that. Right? Because of my situation, I can only have someone staying here so many nights a week. So, no, even on that, hasn't been doing anything wrong, has he? So you was wrong on that. Which means they haven't done anything wrong either, because there's not enough days in the week, is there? So shut your mouth, stop causing problems, you narcissist. Or I will have words next time I see you. Politely, of course, because I respect your family. But don't do that shit in my life. Ever. Yay. Yeah, the aftershave. I just noticed an impression came out that was not meant to be like that, but it just, I watch things, so it's obviously influencing me subliminally, innit? I just caught that, the same as I caught the Alf Garnett tone in my voice when I was going, you silly move. You know what I mean? So I'm not having a dig at people. It's just how things come out. When I catch it, I think, oh yeah, that's because I've been watching that. So I'm monitoring my own behaviour as well. My videos aren't called shit. It's a log of my life. I'm logging things for a reason. So we're back to the state of peace and love in the house. Look. He's laying down with his lady. Hulkster's happily out in the hallway. The hallway's clean. The radiator's on in the front room, just heating it up a little bit. So, I don't know if there's early football on or nothing today, because I can't frigging watch it now, can I? Unless I do it through the phone. So I'm not going to bother. The results are still going to keep coming the way they keep coming. Oh dear. Why would they do that? Unless it was to listen in, to make the house quieter, so they can hear what's being said. So that's the catch on the thingy door. No pee and crap from the dogs. When I got back from the shop, everything was as is. Dogs wasn't acting weird when I got back, so whoever it was that came in here Had met the dogs before because the dogs wasn't showing any signs of reacting to them. The same as they wasn't reacting to the people that put the door in, who wouldn't let me have my security key back, which is the Yale one up on the thingy. So they never got a key for that lock. They would have had to apply to get a key to... Oh, that's an expensive lock. Let's check one of them cheap shit ones. No, you can't have that one back. Because it wasn't a normal front door key like the usual style. It was one of those security ones, the flat ones with the little dips in the fucking key instead of a lock. They're much harder to pick and manipulate to get into a house. Oh. So what, have I got to buy more cameras to put inside the house now? Facing the front door. No, because that would make me keep wasting my resources, wouldn't it? Replacing stuff the same as stuff being broken to keep the volume level down. Because I've had tellies that have magically broke down as well. For the same reason. 1 minute they're working, next minute they suddenly break. So bit by bit I'm going through everything, checking, double checking. Yeah. Instant coffee only. Yeah, with 2 spoonfuls of. And I'm not the world's best dad, that's my son's cup. It's just a bigger cup, yeah. For more coffee to go in it. You checking on my mood, buddy, are you? Hey, baby boy. I don't know why I call you baby boy, because you're all the same age, aren't you? Everything's all right, puppy. You're just waking up, are you? You've been enjoying your cuddle with your lady? Hey? We've got to put you in for your snip this week so you can settle down with your lady. You're showing me what you want to do. There you go. Straight to his brother to no words spoken, just bodily gestures. Quick prostrate stretch. That's dog bedding that's on the floor, that's been washed, but not washed properly in that washing machine, so that's why it's back on the floor and not being used as dog bedding. Up here, now, move, move. Marnie, up. Where's my slipper? Get up, move. Up, get up. Come on. Come on. I know you're all right, so you ain't going to have an accident on my bed. You're a good boy. Please let me know what time it is. And that's why I've been stretching out the time in between their wheeze, if you see what I mean, so I can see which one needs what they're working on. The boys can contain themselves. The ladies, territorial marking by the front door after barking at the front door and setting Willow off to bark on the bed, which woke me up this morning at 10:30 or 11:15 or whatever time it was. Right, I'm just looking, Marnie. You've been licking your paw there, yeah? Right, it's not fanny juice, it's not pea juice. Someone moves about round the bed after dribbling on it. Because she's a dribbly girl. Aren't you, dribbly girl? Snoring with your eyes open, not with your head in the air. You little cutie. You little beautiful girl. Alright, now, what was I going to do today? What was I going to do today? I was going to shower Lola, wasn't I? Now our season's over. Are you having a good old lick of your balls, are you, Marnie? Good boy. Keep yourself clean. I'm going to have a shower, then I'm going to shower the dog. Because I've got to do both today, haven't I? But I might have to use the double quilts that I use for the dog's bedding, the old ones, if an accident happens on my bed. Or if the dogs have an accident on the top quilt. But yeah, much better to sleep with only two on my bed. Simply too much with all four on the bed. I just can't move. I'm pinned in. It's like being in a straitjacket when you can't move while you're asleep. And then you end up with no quilt, so it's just too much. So two on guard duty, two in here. Two that are going to be in here are both going to be snipped as I'll go through the whole lot. Boys next. But that's only because won't be breeding dogs anymore. Because that little avenue of extra income is being shut by the government that are monitoring all fucking second-hand selling sites now for tax purposes. So I don't have all my links or nothing like that, if you see my point now. Yeah? Because that all comes under the Investigatory Powers Act, which, of course, is done and authorised by either a judge or your local MP. So be careful when you're working with politicians, because they speak with forked tongue. And I'm not trying to put doubt in your mind. You might have a very good relationship with one. I've had to go down that route myself when I was having, or should I say, not having issues with my child's mother. Because I won all those court cases. because the courts decided that someone wasn't telling the truth. And I was going through a proper procedure, the same as I'm doing now. Yeah, and the person that got sacked was because she was using the firm Harman and Harman. And Harman and Harman's family member was in Tony Blair's government, in charge of my benefits that was being affected. So a bit of nepotism going on now. So I contacted a Conservative MP to complain about what was going on after giving him proof. And I said, I don't know how you're going to do that. How you know? He said, it's going to be talked about in those circles. And her boss will tie up the situation before it becomes a major problem for him. Because he's a lawyer, or a former lawyer as well. Tony Blair was, wasn't he? So as soon as the MP brought up the subject in those circles of how things are done, the next reshuffle, she was gone, Harriet Harman, my children's mother's solicitor's sister. She was gone. She was out of government, kicked out of government for what she'd been up to through her family member, affecting someone's benefits, to help out her sister's case to try and win the court case that she lost anyway. So, legal services, head of Southeast Legal Operations, involved in the setup. So I know they all work together. And the Investigatory Powers Act, when you throw that in the mix, that's how it all joins up. Right? So, be careful. Right, 47-minute video. Yeah. I've managed to salvage my mood for the day. So I'm still in a state of peace and love again now. Ready to begin my day. Cheers. Oh. Go on, my son. And Sonny's back in the squad. Back from the Asia Cup. Go on, my son. Son's Cup, remember. Not mine. My big cup's a silver one, isn't it? A thermal one. But other people like to have words to state what they are. So, making it clear, it's not my cup. I don't profess to be the world's best at. Because the person I needed to teach me how to be a proper good father wasn't. And didn't have any influence in my life, because he was prevented by a woman from having it. Through manipulative means. Hang on, Hulkster, I'm just getting up now. Hang on, baby boy. Hang on. Gonna make you some dinner. No. Hang on. Hang on. You're not going to get a tin of meat today because I forgot the washing up liquid yesterday. That was the only thing I forgot. Someone said something yesterday about, like, show us your washing up. I caught that. Yeah. Which means someone had been having a look at the videos. Just having a little dig in there. No barking. Don't want the neighbours saying that you're barking inside the house. Hey, what did I just tell you? Get up on the bed now. Move. Get up. Stop pushing. Get up. Now. Not having that. Good boy. Sorry, was I blowing the vape juice over you? Sorry, girl. Got a dry throat, have you, girl? You're awake now, are you? Hello, baby girl. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello, baby girl. Hello. Oh, thank you for your kiss. Thank you. Thank you for your kiss. That could be from where she was licking the bleach the other day, actually. It might burn her throat a little bit as well. But as you can see, come here, let me see your lips today. Yeah, the bleach burn spots have gone off the edge of her lip now, and the redness is going. So her throat will be calming down as well as it clears up. So I can't do nothing about it. That's just a weird little quirky thing. Like she goes around the edge of the building in a panic, trying to lick and, you know, when you get that mouth watery thing before you're sick. But she has a little quirky thing where she goes around the outside of whatever room she's in, licking the carpet, licking the fucking edge of the skirting boards to make herself sick on purpose. Look, she's looking that now. Hey, what did I say about little wet patches on my quilt? That's where that's coming from. Look, you're trying to lick stuff off the quilt. What? So it didn't come from Marnie's nether regions, did it? And that's why I was sniffing it. So I've just proved what that little wet patch was, haven't I? Because I caught her doing it. Who's my little good girl? Get that tail back straight, you little hussy. I'm only trying to get you up in that frame of mind. Because you're laying with your boy, aren't you? Or your man. And I don't mean me, I mean Marnie. He's my good girl. He's my good girl. Got a deput today because, well, I've just got to clean it up because it's just too sodden. There's a bit too much out there, but I didn't want to be standing in the rain clearing up the dog shit, if you see what I mean. So, got to do that today. But I'm in no rush to do the chores, like I said, because bit by bit. But it's not laziness, it's disability. Sometimes I'll just give up. I think, what's the fucking point? I'm not doing it to impress anybody. It doesn't mean anything to me if I have a clean house or a dirty house. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. The house used to be all clean, all kept tidy. Then as I got more disabled, I started letting go a little bit where I couldn't quite keep up with it. You know what I mean? Where I was having to focus on the building depression before I was finally given the correct medication for that. That, like I said, even that comes with side effects, doesn't it? And it's starting to manifest in stomach issues. Or is that again the blower of knots that's causing problems in my life for my children at the moment? Because I did say it always comes from one of them, doesn't it? That's not being a woman hater. That's just me being factually correct. Yeah. Right. Doesn't come through the blokes. The blokes get the earache and then they tell me about it, and it's like, well, I haven't gone out of my way to do that. So, no. It's nothing to do with me. Stop being negative. Just calm down. I'll deal with it. I know what the problem is. Tried to tell you exactly the same about my own mother, but you wouldn't fucking listen. Then that all proved to be true. Because my father's dead, isn't he? And I watched all that happen. Along with the mother that waited until he was in that state to get her final revenge on him. Over the money she didn't get in a divorce thing. So she's held that grudge all her life. The person she lost in love to, she made clear to my children, talking about murdering her. Right? Right? So that's why I'm standing with my dad's wife against my own mother. For my sisters. Because my sisters don't want to be having that in their life, do they? And my dad gave me a choice. And they know now why I made that choice this way. Right? Not being antisocial with them, I'm not that close, you know what I mean? And they have a different way of living, and my life isn't the same as theirs because I'm kept down and in my place by the system and the civil servants that my mother's family were part of. So they still know how to pull the levers and cause people problems. So when I get problems off of them lot, I think, yeah, I know how it all works. I know how they do things. How they fill their pension pots. Because someone lets slip stuff every now and then about work. So I knew that's how they was doing things. Because she was one of them employees. One of the secretaries in the background. Influencing. Discreetly from behind the scenes. How politics works. Got it now. Right. So I carry myself right. I act correctly around the right people. And the fairer sex as well. I don't hate women. I keep my distance because I'm at a point in my life where I don't want all the tit and fanny problems and the fucking shit stirring and the bitching and the gossiping and the this and the that. I just can't be doing with it. It's easier for me to enjoy the brotherly company of my fellow men rather than the manipulators. Or as it says in that book, what will you choose, men or gin? Yeah, well, if you blow on knots, that means you're possessed by a gin. Now you understand what that means. So I stick with my brothers, my fellow men, whether it be a son, an uncle, a father. Yeah. If a man's being manipulated by the woman and it's affected me, I can spot it straight away. So we're going to have a little talk later. But I'm going to put some music on while we talk so no one can listen through the walls when it's really quiet to record what's being spoken about in the house. Because he doesn't need that ammo to use against me either, does he? By discussing it here out loud. When we know I'm being recorded, just going out in the garden with my dogs. But don't forget, I'm living in peace with my neighbour. And I've made amends in my own unique way. But I can't apologise to someone that tried to kill me. Just can't do it. I've let it go. Doesn't mean I've forgiven. Because I'm aware. If someone's done it once, they could do it a second time. They're never going to catch me that way a second time. Never going to get that opportunity to try and kill me again. So if someone's getting in my house when I go out, I need to know about that. I need to be certain about that. Otherwise, it's going to put me off my food and everything, isn't it? Yeah? It's going to make me question open jars again, isn't it? Because that's what was going on before, wasn't it? So someone's trying to put that doubt in my mind by fucking about with my shit every time I go out, which is why I'm stopping going out so much. And I'm staying at home with the dogs, isn't it? Got what I'm saying now? They're trying to turn me into the same person from a life that I enjoy. Yes? Because my life's starting to go that way now, isn't it? I'm not going out so much. Not associating with people. Yeah, my mind's fully awake on so many different levels, which is why I can see all this happening as it's happening and before it's happening. Yeah, I've got a bit of junk now, like I said. Yay! Aftershave. Let me just show you what came through the door yesterday, what set the dogs off. Didn't have any mail yesterday, so I knew it wasn't the postman. Stay there. It's nice and warm in it. Where is it? That's the one. Let me show you. After getting the dogs a dog treat, been good this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was just back out of it. They've made no attempt to get in the door. Have the chain off of it and everything. Right, let me show you what was posted through the door. Yay! aftershave. Right. He's still got his half a bowl from yesterday. Yeah. Good boy, Tweet. Hang on, let me brush the dirt off my feet. Oh, who's been a good girl? Who's been a good girl? That was too close to the vape. Marnie, get up. Get up. Sit. Good boy. There you go, beautiful girl. Now you're going to dribble all over the bed. Over your bedding cover. No, back off now, that's it. You only get one, because we're just getting up. Let's miss the bed. Look, Willow. Look at the dribble. Yeah, you can lick all that back off the bed. Yeah, it's slobbery. But yeah. It's going to get washed, so I don't care. And the shed door's open. Waiting for the dogs to go in the back. So they're waiting. They're watching. And when they're not watching that way, I put the camera on to watch on the infrared while they're recording me. Yes? So it's not me having a dig at an old lady, is it? But that's what's actually going on. Yeah? Shed door open. Waiting for me to go out there with the dogs. Right. Yeah, I don't have to look to see if our curtains are open. Or whatever. Because I've seen the shed doors open, so I know she's alive this morning. Yeah, they can see my curtains open, so they know I'm alive this morning. That's all we need to know about each other. If we're keeping an eye on neighbours. Yeah? That's how neighbours. I don't, the neighbours I do interact with, I don't have anything to do with them, and I'm not involved in their life unless we're doing something together or we're talking. Yeah? But I still keep an eye out for my brother, because he's not well, same as I'm not well. So if I see his kitchen light on or something, I know he's all right, or you know what I mean. So I don't need to check on my neighbour or keep an eye on my neighbour. I'm not interested in what he's doing. Yeah, so I'm not recording with the front camera, am I? Let me show you. I turned it off last night because it was... Oh, baby. You're going to move out my way a little bit. Right, Hoxter, you've had your half a bowl, haven't you? You managed to get that down your neck before she got up and jumped on your bowl. So you're still going to have a bowl of dinner yet, Hoxter. And you're probably going to leave half of it in there. Yeah, your phone's fully charged now, isn't it? My dead father. Two of my sons, me and my dad's wife. My mother up here. Yeah? No, well, Wi-Fi's going on straight away, so it's working. No one's fucking about on my electronic systems this morning. because they've managed to force me back onto the phones to keep an eye on what I'm doing. Funny that, isn't it? What I'm watching, what I'm doing. But they can monitor it all on phones, and I'm spending more time on the phones now instead of enjoying entertainment, right? So that's how they're manipulating and controlling us. My killed dog, Snatch, buried with a toy and some roses from the garden. Why, they said, or that one was hovering by the fence like a fucking vulture going, oh, what a shame. Yeah, it's a shame you used that fucking weed killer and all. Wasn't it? And she died from weed killer poisoning. But that's the past. But that's what happened. Shut up. I know you want to go out. It's not raining. We're not going to get soaked this morning, are we? Well, the person that was recording me isn't in because his grey car's not there. But his family member's car's there, his carer's car. Yeah? So there's always someone there. 24 hours a day. There's always someone there. Right? It's not me keeping an eye on his life, is it? Oh, right, bin day, innit? Shit. I haven't heard any dust carts. Shit, I forgot it was Friday. I thought it was Saturday. Oh no, my black bin's empty anyway because I put the rubbish out in it the other day, so it's only got... I don't really want to go and check in the next door neighbour's bin just to see if they've emptied it and I've overslept because of what was happening last night. Right. So it's black bin day. That could have been what the dogs was barking at this morning as they went past, but let's just see. Brown bin day. Black bins have already been moved indoors by the other neighbours. He's the one that usually puts them in for everyone. So chances are I'll probably miss the bin collection because he's been out walking the dogs. That was the one that was moaning about the anarchy sign I put on the window. Because someone was causing the anarchy in my life that made my son fucking flip out. And it was all to do with what they've been fucking accusing me of, being a pedo or whatever over there, fucking fat fish wife. You know, so everything that I was telling my son about what was being done to me was all stored up in his head and he's trying to make sense of it all, blah. Then I got put in prison with that label hanging over me as well, and it was like, yeah, that could have got me fucking killed in prison, you fucking bitch. Don't be fucking saying shit like that when it ain't fucking true. I'm not fucking that way inclined. So knock it off. Your son struck up a conversation with me over the fence while I was laying turf in my garden because he wanted to talk to someone. Because you was fucking ignoring him. And I was trying to listen to the radio while I was cutting my turf in. So I was trying to be polite to your son. Talking back every time he talked to me. Yeah, but I couldn't really hear what he was saying. So I said, don't worry, little man. I said, when your little sister's grown up a little bit, you'll have someone to play and talk to in the garden. That's all I said. Nothing weird. We don't know you. You paedophile. Don't be calling me a fucking paedophile. Or I will. In the fucking face. Yeah? Whether that means chived or spirit assaults. Don't be fucking ever labelling me like that. Because you won't like the reaction. Because you're speaking an untruth. I'm not that way inclined. Right? So, all that came out while my son was having his medical episode. It was all thrown out loud. Yeah? But no. Even what was being said in that was all from what I burdened on my son because I had to talk to someone about it and it all came out that night. Right, well, he's fucking freaking out and that's why the police dropped the investigation, because it was a medical emergency. Like I told them, and I was telling the truth. So they asked me what I wanted to do about it. And I said, well, I told you it was a medical emergency. Have you checked the CCTV camera from the head injury my son sustained? What caused this? I'll even show you myself next time I go past there what camera to look at. So you have no excuses when you see me making gestures at that CCTV camera, which I duly did. And they would have seen, so they know the error happened and they can check the CCTV camera. So they would know who the guy was that split my son's head open that caused the problem. So that side of the investigation wasn't shut down. They are looking for that guy. Whether they caught him or not, I don't know, but I gave him the opportunity to settle it civilly. Sort it out of court with my son for the damage incurred. But then my son could have been targeted by a member of who's been filming me. Because he's got a very large family. So it could have had something to do with that. Yeah. Right. Don't forget, I got in prison for that, so. If that same things occurred to my son, the police are looking into it still. And they know I've been telling the truth and they know we're not doing nothing wrong. So, all good. Right, camera back to its position. I don't need to go and check the black bin now by my neighbour, because all the other neighbours' black bins are indoors. Because I've just showed you who puts the bins away. Right? So the phone's only been on for a little bit and it's dipped down because it's always on charge where it's on a camera. Yeah? And it's an old smartphone. Marnie, you're still grumbling, mate. I know what time it is. It's 12:30. You want to go out for your pee for your first time, right? I'm still in my shorts, so I don't need to go out there. And no one's in the garden because I'm going to be watching you from the window. So let's just put that on so they don't see me bedhead while they're watching me at the window, while I'm watching you from the window. Right. Oh, that's a bit chilly. Let's get that on before I get my shower. Not putting a clean top on before I put on getting that shower, remember? So not being funny. If I was behind the lines somewhere, trying to stay out of sight and out of distance, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to do my washing, keep my hidey hole clean, would I? Because it would only be a stock base to be a sassy fucker, wouldn't it? And then, you know? And that's all just from reading a book. Bravo 20. But I've got no... Ugh, yeah, that floor definitely needs a hoover. Every time I step on it, feet smothered in dog hairs and that, so that's got to be done today. Right, second cup of coffee. I'm going to keep going with the recording and just put this up as one. I'm not recording no more videos today because I want to sit down, relax and watch some videos. Hang on, Marnie. Right, you two out first. Come on. Want to go toilet? You two out first. Oh, it is still slightly spitting. Go toilet, get up the garden. Move. Move, get up the garden. Move, go toilet. Go toilet. Move. Don't make me come out now. You two wait there for a minute. I'll go toilet. Get out. Get out. Go toilet. Get out. There's no way you've been toilet that quickly. Get out. Get out. Go toilet. Go toilet. You heard me say that, right? I was just ushering Lola out. Yes, I already get it, so get indoors. Look by the bowl. Who went to finish the bowl off? then territorial peed after taking over his dinner bowl. Do you see now what I've been saying? So that's why she didn't want to go out and pee in the garden, because it's frigging raining still. But I'm not walking through rivers of piss and shit, so it's definitely proving to be Willow's not doing it, Marnie's not doing it, nor's Holster. He didn't pee in his own dinner bowl, did he? So it's her dominance. She's waiting to be told off, and she's not going to get told off for it. Right, no condensation on the windows. Right. Look. Right. Look where it started coming from. Where the wood was in the front door. Up there, spread water droplets in there. And that was all treated. Yeah. Look at it. It's fucking everywhere. Right. Get off the rug. Get off the rug. Get off the rug. That's going back in the front room now. Stay there a minute, you two. That's only out there to stop the cold coming through your bedding while you're asleep at the night time. Stay there. Stay there. Nice and warm in there. Wait. Let's go, sweetheart. Out. Get out. That's it. They've gone straight for their pee. Now you're going to see how someone's seeing if I've got anyone staying here. Shed door's open, it's pissing hard with rain. Right, it's like a minefield out there, isn't it? But it stops, makes people hesitate, creeping in my garden, trying to listen at my window. Setting the dogs off. There we go. You're sitting out there waiting for that. Yeah? Gonna lower the camera now so she can't see me recording. But she was in the shed when I started pointing the camera at it. Yeah, she's just seen me smiling at the window, not pointing the camera at me. Horrible when you see me smiling back at you when I know what you're up to, innit? Go on, Lola. That was my line of vision anyway, so same shit, different day now. She's shut the shed door, yeah. And gone back indoors after sitting out in the shed waiting for the dogs to come out. Right? So sorry you're seeing a dog having a shit. You better not have just jumped up on my bed, boy. Get out. You bastard dog. Out of order. It's my own fault for not putting that back because I was keeping an eye on that fucking snide. Now I've denied them. They've had their view of me from the morning. Didn't see me out in the garden. Did they? So, what room's he in? What room's who in? What, me free night a week guy? Working within benefit law. Oh. Yeah, I've got a dog bed to clear out. That's why they're not sleeping in here, but I'm up the actual crate out. I've cleaned the floor, it's just a couple of bits left over, yeah. It's cold. There, go and see each other. Go and greet each other. Good morning. It's now. Stop jumping up the back of my legs, tippy tapper. You've already had half a bowl to keep you from doing that. Fucking raking up the back of my fucking Achilles heel there. So, you're still hungry then, Hulkster? Yes? Get out! Out! Stop barking with excitement, please. Move, move. I want the other two bowls. Before I put the dinner down for you to all bowl hop from. Move, get out my way. You're not coming in the front room because the proof's already on my frigging bed, innit, Marnie? So you can dry your feet out in the hallway. Lobster's already had half a bowl, remember? Get out. Greedy bitches. So he's got slightly less in his because he's already finished off the last of his, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Hulkster in the front room to eat his on his own. Get out my way. Hulkster. Hulkster only. Stay there. In. Stay there. Get on with it. He's not going to jump on the sofas while I'm making a coffee because he's more interested in his dinner. Right. Are you ready, little girl? Are you getting vocal? Are you, beautiful girls? Oh yeah, look at you all bouncy and happy this morning. Right, so we'll have one bowl down here. Back up, back up, back up. That's it. Let me move the other two bowls. Right. Maybe have a second cup of coffee. I can check the scores on an alert, can't I? If I'm interested. Or put 5 Live on, it might be on 5 Live, but that only does FM, not medium wave. Radio blackout, because I'm not interested in what